could've saved you a bunch of time and told you the results. Looking for hush money from me, you ain't gon' get it though. Historic, rain on my parade, I keep walking and ignore it. Just part of the game, yeah, it comes with the territory. It's just another day, man, I'm used to it downpouring. It's nothing. If I did it, then I did it right. This ain't happened for me overnight. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Down the business, I ain't playing nice. So ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. When you poppin', they don't wanna slice. Greed and envy, that's a part of life. Mediocre, that just won't suffice. Do not need no introduction. Style my own, can't no one touch it. Became what they said I couldn't. Mediocre, that won't cut it. Life is a gift, I wanna live it to the fullest while I can. Why would I not wanna know my days in this game are numbered? Might as well enjoy the few years that I do have left. Who knows when I'ma write my last verse? I've been to hell and back ever since that first EP came out with all I have on it. I've been giving all I have, wasn't really prepared for the pain I was gonna have to go through to get to the end result that I knew I wanted. Hope that would make an impact in rap. Has that been insane? Yes, but it was worth it. I can't imagine if I would've gave up and just turned my back on this music. Where would I be now? Don't know how I would've made it out from underneath that rainy cloud. Had my doubts, yes, but that's how I found my true purpose. If my surface looks great, who cares if underneath I'm hurting? If there's one thing I've learned in my life, it's that life is uncertain. Getting burned is unavoidable, isn't it? Ain't a person alive that hasn't been a victim of being lied to. We're all hypocrites, giving our 2 cents but not listening. All living in our own world, thinking that we're right when the fact of the matter is a closed mind is the mind of an idiot. Don't believe that's true? Well, open it.
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back, 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 run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That. Shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking over the right. Promise you if anybody can, homie, I can. Get the right man, baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it, ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. About this, not taking photograph. Run it back, looking to the friends. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back, make another back. Ultra fast. I ain't with both of dash. Run it back, I'm running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. Bobby act and run it back. You see how I act, then I laugh. Feeling like a fatal heart attack. I die for that. I ain't stressed about it. I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key. Running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key.
Yes, like that. Solo might be right back. Oh yes, like that. I told her might be right back.
Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that. Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that. Double that.
Run it back.
Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back.
Run it back, 100 stack in the truck with expired tag. Punch the gas, running to the future. Past, I'm done with that. But if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
Run it back. Run it back. got the devil in my eye, doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye, doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye, doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Christopher Dunn has it teed up, ready to get started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To throw, Young. He'll let it go deep for Foster. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Panthers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
63.
In motion, Hill. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Carolina defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
It'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at about the 28. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, There's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you sort of notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the... about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
To throw on second down is Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, 29 yards. And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the gun, here's Swift. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to get him another first down here as he's able to dive forward to get as much as he can. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Nice little nifty play for him there. You know, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and he's got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
73. King, Phil King.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He'll drop this one off to Swift. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, it's Hurts. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Hey, 73, 73. Call up Yeti. 63, 63, 63.
Throwing is Hurts. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Oh, my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on 3rd down because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that play, he had to read his keys and not be fooled. Excellent job in the open field.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift from a yard out. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Done good with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. Here's Dunn now. Following the made field goal, he'll kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Young. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here we go. Here we go. Green jack. Fly through.
Young working out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Hassan Reddick buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker linebacker spot.
But that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks, but to keep getting in his face. Now let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Here is third and quite a ways. Off the play fake, Young. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Alvaro Correguinon. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Young to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Okay, ready? Dog red. Will 3. Cut.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 1st down, Young. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Young on 3rd down. 25. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3. And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free. You're right, they have had no room to breathe. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Let's go. Green Jack. Slide 2. Ready?
Following the interception, Young. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. A give running right is Mitchell. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Ready?
Now, after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Trying the right side with Mitchell. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. On play action, Young rolling to his right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
70 Timberwolves.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Young. Over the middle, it's complete. Touchdown, Panthers. Tyquan Thornton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
It's complete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Second down, here's Hurts. Throwing left side, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And going deep for Hill. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, 57 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Done good with the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Here's Dunn now as he'll run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Check right. Hut.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action. Young. And got his man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Young. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The last time that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Ready? Cougar 19. Ready?
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Hey, let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Out route to Hill, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Tiger Hornet.
On 1st down, Hurts. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Done good with the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. A give here to Mitchell. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Panthers extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And now they're in the hurry-up.
King, Phil King, Phil King.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Hey, easy, 63, fast.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Done good with the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So done now following the score. Back out to send this away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all three timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Switch, yellow. Trouble, 38. Six, mega. Ready.
Young here to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
On second down, here's Mitchell. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Young will set to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. There's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. .42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
73! 73!
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Panthers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it is strictly for pride.
He'll let it go deep for Foster. And this is caught inside the 5. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Panthers, they finish things off.
Fix my cheek real quick. What you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm feeling my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. That's the way it get hectic. Telling me sign up on you, know electric. You hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way and all you do is text and listen. I don't know why they mentioning beef. I don't think no one better than me. You can say what you want, but my steppers don't speak. If I tell them to go, then they stepping on 3 like border chain. That's competitive. Me make it rain in your hood like I weather the streets. So my label we good. I'ma get to the breach. You only as tough as your weapon could be. I done caught me and Dylan. I got off the block. Cause the hate and put that on the watch. Had the ice on my neck cause little shorty on hot. There's some rappers that want me to flop. I don't care about no dissing cause none of them pop. And I'm shooting my stars off a pop. That be all on my DM like when you gon' drop. Look, it get boring just me at the top. It get boring just me at the top. I be shaking their hearts every time that I drop. Like when I walk in the spot, it's a...
Yeah, il understand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this.